let's talk about comparing point of view. So we will read journal entries to compare the point of view of people. The point of view is known as the author's perspective on a given topic. So it is usually going to be different even when two authors are writing about the same topic. So nowadays technology is improving more and more so that everybody have a phone, even 12 years old children. So when you go on this app, when you go on app like TikTok or Facebook, you're gonna see a lot of video that they made that have like this, POV. You are so like they're putting you as the point of view, like they put it up like POV, and then they write something like POV. You're sitting in class with your strict teachers, and then the people in that video is going to act, and then you're gonna understand the POV. People act is you. You're gonna see the point of view of this person. So you can understand POV by that example. Perspective is shaped by our past and our values. Two authors may write about the same topic and but they can have a very different point of view because their prior knowledge and past experiments are different, which change how they feel in response to things. For example, if I see a shooting star right now, I would say it was a shooting star. But if my younger siblings saw it, they would have said it was a UFO coming from the moon to rule us. So they may share certain value like honesty, loyalty, etc. So that bias their perspective towards certain events are gonna be different. For example, two siblings who grew up together, but they can have an opposing perspective on topic like their favorite music or their favorite food. Some people say that twins will have the same point of view, but it's quite different. Even though they are they are born on the same day, same night, and same time, so they would have to know everything of themselves, but they're quite different because their point of view. It doesn't matter. Like I said, they are based on our prior knowledge and past experiments. So the point of view of twins are gonna be like kind of the same, but they are also two different people, so they can have different opinion too. So I have this twins friends, and one really like to be like a girly girl, while the other are a tomboy. So they have a different point of view. So although they are twins, they certainly have a different point of view. Like the girly girl friend here, although the girly girl and the tomboy are friends, siblings, twins. But the girly girl here like to wear dress, and she have a very positive thinking, and she's kind of like pink, while the other here is a tomboy, and the girly girl here have very long hair, but the tomboy here have a very short hair, and she like black color, and she don't think everything is so positive, but she's nice though. So if we ask both of them to write a review of their point of view of a concert, or the food that they eat at the concert, or just how they think about every day, we would likely to get two very different perspectives about the quality of what we're asking. although they are twins, but they are two different people, so they can have different perspective. One like pop and one like the oldies music, or one like pop and the other like classical. So we can also read multiple perspectives of a single event, which can only help us as reader by reading what two or more people write about the same event. We automatically gain more information about the event that we would have if only we get to hear one person's stories. If we read a one person story, then we would likely to learn the information about that person, the person that's we're writing about. While if you read more people or two people here, we will gain more information, and then we will actually realize which one is the right point of view, which one is giving the fact for us. So it is always better to read more. For example, if we could ask two hikers to climb the same mountain, but we could ask each of them to climb a different trail to the peak at a different time of the day. One hiker would provide us with the information about the one part of the mountain, but we would benefit from even more information about the mountain by reading the second hiker account that include details about a different part of the mountain. So we would have an overall greater amount of information about the mountain that would allow us to make more informed choice about the path we want to take to climb the mountain. Another key way to determine the difference between two author perspective on a similar topic is to compare the adjective. So it's like we describe the word and the phrase. That's just comparing the adjective here. So that an author used to describe the same noun too. We can also prepare the noun too. Also, a noun may be present in one account and completely absent from the other because the second author did not have the same experience as the first. So, yeah. For example, in the journal of Lewis and Clark, there are times when Lewis go into the great detail about animals of all regions where Clark does not mention them at all. Additionally, while Clark tends to list more animals and plants, Louise is one of who goes into greater detail about specific size and shape. So by reading both accounts, we can learn much about the expedition. If we just read a Clark account, we may miss a lot of information about the plants and animals they saw. So if you're comparing point of view, always read more than one stories. And then you want to, examine the noun and adjective because they use term. They have a difference between the two perspective on a similar topic, although they are similar, but they have different perspective. So we can compare the adjective and the noun to realize this. Or we can learn, or we not or, but we have to. We also have to, read more than one stories. If we only read one stories, then we won't get much information as we read two stories or more. So we will want that to happen. So thank you for coming and have a great day.